Hello, my name is lastat here on GoldenPiDgeon Gaming, and this is the Trajikast podcast. I know I haven't been around lately. You would think with all that's going on, the coronavirus, that I would have more time to do this. Strangely enough, I have not. I guess that's just how it is for me. That when everybody else is going through stuff and has more free time, my time comes less to do all the things that everybody seems to be doing, similar to me. But this is probably be a raw video. I'm not gonna edit this too much. You need to take time because you're in the house, you're stuck, you don't know what the fuck is going on out there. You know that you have to stay away from people. And I'm like the last person who's doing content online that has not told you about what's going on with the coronavirus in my life, and I have not profited off of it. But let's get to what's going on. There is a disease, a virus that is going around that is communicable, and people get it in a not a strange way. But just like you would get the common cold, the flu, or anything like that, you get the coronavirus and it messes you up bad. Some people are asymptomatic, and the symptoms are that you get lung damage. To be not dismissive of what goes on, but it messes with your breathing a lot. You can't breathe. There are certain symptoms where it says that you cannot even smell. That's how bad it is when you get the coronavirus. But me, I'm quote unquote okay. Have not caught it. Actually, the day that I'm recording this, I went out, and this is probably the busiest day that I've had since all this stuff is happening. I have been lucky. I've not been quarantined in my house the entire time. What has happened is that I go grocery shopping once every 2 weeks, when it used to be once a week when I used to go out. I used to go out once a week to go get my groceries. Now I've shortened it up to 2 times a week. So that's one of the things. In fact, this week is the week that I need to go wash. I usually wash once a month. I go out to the laundromat and wash once a month, and I have not been there yet. So this is going to be an interesting thing. That's something that I do ever so irregularly, because I'm just going to assume that most of you go out once every 2 weeks or once a week, anything like that. Some of y'all do it every day. I mean, you lucky bastards to have wash machine in your house. Yeah. I don't. I have to go out to go wash my clothes. Go out into the public to go wash my clothes. So I don't do it too often. Just because I don't change my clothes. I mean, yeah, it may sound kind of disgusting, but it's like I don't go anywhere when I don't have somewhere to purposely go, whether it be the grocery store or work. So there's no sense in me doing more than the bare minimum any day that I'm not going out in the public. So since I'm by myself, I stay to myself. When I go out, I try to be presentable. Not much more than this, but I try to go to be presentable. So that's happening this week. What have I been doing? I haven't really been doing anything. Not much has changed. I think, just me personally, I think the thing that everybody's waiting on, and the reason why people don't take this seriously, because it hasn't happened to them. Like with a lot of things that happen, it's not something happening to them. Diseases happen all the time. You can somewhat relate to cancer because someone who's got it. Someone who's got the cancer, and it's like, oh, it sucks, and you try to be empathetic to them, because it I'm not saying it hits everyone, but someone who has a story, like in the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. The 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, you're 6 degrees, less than 6 degrees from someone who had cancer, and you know that one of those people within your 6 degrees is someone who has had cancer. So when it comes to something like this that everybody has to be separated on, that you're not associating with people, so it doesn't seem that close to you. So when all these stories pop up of so and so has it, it doesn't connect, because it's not, you don't think it's within your 6 degrees. And that's what I think people are waiting on, to get close to them, for it to be real. It's like the government's telling me to be at home, and just socially distance. And like, they don't understand it. It's like, well, we got to be in here, you got to obey the government and go do it, and everything's supposed to be fine, but you don't know how it's going to be fine. That's cool. That's fine. But I've been trying to do my part, and like I said today, that me recording this is sort of the most I've been out. Meaning I've been to 2 places. Haven't gone grocery shopping. That's still tomorrow to go grocery shopping, which is probably still one of the most engaging things that I will do while I'm out. Because tomorrow I plan on going to the grocery store to be set up for another 2 weeks. Then after I go to the grocery store, I'm gonna take my car to go get fixed, because I don't have a problem. And strangely enough, not for most of my life. Well, for most of my life, I have not been with public transportation. When I was younger, I had public transportation, and I can only assume that public transportation in this life and time cannot be good. For those who know, I was born in Chicago, and we had the CTA, Chicago Transit Authority, and those who know, I've been in Mississippi most of my life before I came here to Florida, and Mississippi had no public transportation where I was. We was a little ass town, so there was no public transportation. We walked everywhere we go. We can walk the entire city of where I was, Indianola. That's no big thing. The whole entire city of Indianola. Not supposed to touch your face. So I have boogers. I'm sorry, I have to get them out. Okay. So another big thing here in Florida, it's not that much of public transportation. We do have Palm Tran. We do have that Bright Line that's come in recently, where you can go from here in Riviera Beach to Miami. Yeah, we can go to Miami and up to Orlando. I think you can on this, but public transportation might not be the thing that you want to do right now. So public transportation is not really the thing that people should be doing. What does that have to do with me? Just going out in public, which I know probably a lot of you are not doing, outside of the necessary things that you have to do. And I'm not going out recreationally. I'm not going out to the club. I'm not just going out. I'm literally not even going outside of my house to even stretch my legs. Not even a thing. I'm not even. But what I did today. What did I do today? Today I went out and bought lottery tickets. At a time like this, why? It's just a thing that I've been doing recently. It's a new thing. A little bit newer than the coronavirus, but older than the coronavirus. The coronavirus didn't start up with me buying lottery tickets. That I've been getting with my YouTube money. I did that, and I went to Lowe's. Actually, I went to Lowe's today. Those are the 2 places I went to, which is one more than what I usually go to in a 2-week span. This week is going to be a very traffic heavy week, so my exposure is going way up. Why did I go to Lowe's? Well, there's something that I wanted to do, and since I'm probably going to be holed up here for another month, it's April, going to be holed up to another month. Want to get a jump on a couple of things that I will be away from other people to go ahead and do. I went and got a couple of pieces of wood, and what you don't know, like right here in front of me, right in front of the camera, is a table. And what I want is a different table to be in this room, and I'm gonna have it done up in a certain way. Hopefully I can get it done. Hopefully I can get it done. Probably get it done this weekend. At the point that you're watching this, I should be well, I actually should be in the laundromat when this video goes up. But this Saturday, after this video goes up, I should be working on my new table and making a tabletop to my new table. So that should be the thing that's going on. And I should have gotten my car back. Check engine light is on, and I know that has to be kind of distressing for a lot of you to know that, you know, you could be in a house, but then something goes wrong. Your only bit of transportation, going back to transportation, you know, your only bit of transportation, like, it messes up on you. Mine's been messed up for a while, and I wasn't really worried about it. But then the coronavirus pops off, and you're like, oh, no. What do you need to do? You actually have to go out in public to go fix this. Fine. So that's the thing I'm taking care of tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But the coronavirus, personally, I've been doing okay. You are probably more engaged as far as this YouTube thing in doing something. You know, you using it to entertain yourself. Because I know you got to be going stir crazy. I mean, just most people's lives was outside of the house. The house was just a thing that you came home to. You know, a place that you're safe. You know, a place that you felt safe, that you can sleep. No more than Minecraft bed. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. That being said, you know, a lot of people, a lot of stuff, they tend to go out and have a regular routine. You get up in the morning, you go get your coffee, you go to work, you sit there and hide from your boss. You know you do. You know you fucking hide from your boss. You hide from your boss for 8-10 hours, however long it is you're at work. You leave work, you go get dinner, you go get dinner for that night, and you sit up and, you know, you do whatever. You entertain yourself, you either finish up on work or you work on your hobbies. You have a regiment. You know, and me as a gamer, less regimented. You know, you get up and pop up and play a game anytime you want to. Being a gamer on YouTube, record your video game and record your video game, post it up, and see what kind you get. But that's I know that a lot of you are struggling. Some of you have lost loved ones during this, and I don't know. I guess I'm lucky I haven't. I know people who have caught it tangentially, not anyone close. Not well, yeah. Well, if it's 6 degrees, then yeah, then somebody 3 degrees away from me has gotten it. Somebody in my family has not got it, but somebody in my family worked with someone who had it, so they have the coronavirus. My family is okay. No one has it. None of my friends have it. None of my current co-workers have it. So we're safe in that regard. and hopefully it doesn't come into my circle. I'm hoping all my people stay safe, whether it be here in Florida, New Jersey, Georgia, Cincinnati, New Jersey, Georgia, Florida, my Florida family, my regular family in Mississippi and Memphis, Wil MrBadguy in Cincinnati, Danger in Georgia, and Russ and the rest of the guys in New Jersey. No one has that yet. I know a lot of them are sick. If you know me, you know that I play with Christine, and she has her difficulties. She's immune. If that's even worse, she's compromised in her immunity system because she's sick all the time. You know that. And Wil MrBadguy, if you go follow his story on Instagram and YouTube, he'll sit there and tell you that one of his stories is that he died. Actually, he had lung disease and he died on the table. He's still here, but he's here to tell you the story that at some point in time his heart stopped, and he has a lung condition, which is hard, and I've seen it up close. I've seen it up close as far as how it affects him. So I'm worried about him, but he's okay. He has a mask in the house. I don't have a mask. I have a do-rag that I put around my mouth. What you don't see is behind this mic right here, I'm setting up a mold to make a mask, so I can just whip out masking time with the ease. So we'll see what happens with that. I hope you're not hearing that. My best friend is up right now and he is shaving. And I know a lot of people are struggling not being able to go to their barber doing this. Me, I don't do the barber. I have not cut my hair in 10 years. So not cutting it for several months is not a big deal. Not to me anyway. It's a little bit different, it's probably hanging off to your shoulder or whatever, however long that long hair you have is. Who cares? Who really cares? You have long hair. Wow. Yeah. I'm throwing up quotes with long hair because long hair deserves quotes. Yeah. Who really cares? You can't get your hair cut. Go get some scissors. Cut those goddamn bangs. I've seen stuff like people trying to cut their bangs and trying to cut their hair. I know one thing. This is one thing that those people who have social distance their entire lives are okay. They're okay, and I guess they're the ones to lean on at this point in time. And those who had so many people connected into their lives, whether it be the hairdresser and or just people that you talk to every night in the street, the guy on the corner that you used to get a fruit from, whether it may be wherever you are, just depends on what your interaction is with people. Just could be anything. But me, I'm sitting up in my room, place I've been a lot of times, and for most of the time that I've been here, and trying to figure out what the next thing is to do. I may even change a couple of things around here. Ain't no telling. I'm just always thinking. I did a video a while ago as far as Instagram ads, and I went and got something. I'm not going to tell you yet what it is, but it scares me, the fact that I thought to do it. And I'm just, excuse me. And right now I'm just, not because of the social distancing, because I guess I was going through this before the social distancing. Just not trying to be in a stalker kind of mode. Which I have, me not trying to be in the stalker mode, I just assume that stalkers, I just have to, they are sticking out right now. Like you can't, like Taylor Swift has to be doing okay because like all they can do is go online. Like there's nobody's gonna be in her or Sandra Bullock's closet like for the next couple of months because of social distancing. You know, their chance was months ago be like, oh, well, everybody to hunker down in a spot. This is the time to be in somebody's closet and be there for 6 months and not letting them know. I know. But we down here in Riviera Beach, we're fine. Strangely enough, the cops have not been around. Riviera Beach, who has one of the highest murder rates in the country. I don't know what it's going to be for the next couple of months. I don't know what kind of rate they're going to put out, but I think it's probably one of the lower things. It's probably going to be the lowest it's been in a while. I guess we can go with that. Yeah, I think we can go with that. That is probably not a lot of crime going on, which I hope that the social distancing keeps going in that case, because think about it, there's not that much assholery going around. You don't hear about it. Like, I don't know, the news don't want to report it, but there hasn't been that much assholery that has been going on in these months of social distancing. Think about it. The only assholery you hear has to do with the coronavirus, COVID-19. I mean, you have people out there who are coughing on food, be like, well, I'm sick, I'm just gonna cough on this food and it's a big joke and I'm gonna do it for Instagram views or Snapchat views or whatever the fuck they're on. Other than that, you haven't heard anything about people doing like regular dumbass shit. All the dumbass shit has been related to coronavirus. There hasn't been any normal dumbass shit that's been going on. Think about it. But even with that, there has the dumb assness that has happened. Everything that people want to happen as far as dumbassery has been happening. Recently there was a story about a guy who got mad at teenagers who weren't social distancing, confronted them. I saw the video came up weeks ago. I didn't want to see it because, you know, it doesn't get me mad anymore. I feel like it's a thing that happens, and like there's never going to be a thing that, you know, people who are sensitive to things like that, as far as, you know, people being bigoted and whatnot, it's not going to get them up anymore. It's not. It's like it's been happening so much, people just accept it. But that being said, there was a guy, doctor, supposed to be a doctor, got mad that a group of teenagers were gathering around in a park. They were minding their business. They weren't social distancing, but he got mad that they weren't social distancing. And what he decided to do was he marched himself through the group of black people. Change that. Through the group of teenagers. They weren't black. They were all white except one. You're probably knowing where this story is about to go. So he marches himself through all these white teenagers, female teenagers, gets them out of the way, confronts the black one, and chokes the shit out of her. He's now in jail. He was arrested. I think he's in jail. He was arrested for choking and strangulation, whatever the charge is, of you cutting the air off somebody else. That he didn't say, like, get out of here, you teenagers, get off my lawn. Wasn't even his lawn. It was a park, and he was walking somewhere, and 6-7 people were around, and he decided to confront 6 of them. The 7th one decided to choke the shit out. So, you know, that bit of assholery, you know, has assholery or assholatry. What do you think it should be? Still going on. Still find a way. I'll probably post something later on today as far as what I look like going out to go get all the things that I did today. But we'll figure it out. But I just want to let you know what's going on, and what's going on low level, because I know a lot of people are sitting there saying like, I'm not in a mansion, dealing with this, going out to my pool and whatnot, and going out to some pool or whatever during this coronavirus. I seem to have one room sitting up here in a house. This is all I have, and I'm doing okay. And I hope y'all doing okay. We're gonna get through this. Keep social distancing. Hopefully my job brings entertainment to a bunch of you. So just be careful out there. Be careful out there. We're gonna get through this. This will soon be over. This will be over sooner than you think. This is just a blip on the map. I mean, some people have bunions who lasted longer than this, But this is just a thing that we're all going to, and it just seems a little bit nicer. So please, if you meet someone, whether it be on the internet or on the street, be kind to them, because we're all going through something and we're doing it in different ways. Don't be an asshole. Be kind to one another, not to steal Ellen shit, but we're going to get this, and this is going to be a blip on the map. And strangely enough, now that everybody's finding their new career here on the internet, we'll see how all this stuff pans out. I know I have not been posting a lot, but like I said, strangely enough, my job has not afforded me more time to make stuff and go to post stuff. But we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching the video. My name is lastat here on Broken Path Gaming, here with the Trajikast podcast. And until next time, thank you.